Hi guys, what's up? Today at this hour, I don't feel like doing a fragrance review. So first of all, if you're looking for a fragrance review, I'm so sorry. I'll do it tomorrow maybe. I have plenty of fragrances to go, and some of the solid ones really, I have plenty good stuff coming up. So watch out for those if you're looking for a fragrance review. But today I'm just like sometimes I like to do this, fragrance talks. Sometimes you do morning thoughts sort of, and where actually can it's I can say that safe to say it's not part of the work, it's just something that you do. Bad head, right? So it's really late in the morning, I mean late at night, early in the morning, 1:30 in the morning. So uh, well, it was basically a very horrible day. It was very hot and humid. If you go outside in Bangladesh and you don't have water with you, you're gonna really suffer. So it was a pretty hectic day. Now I'm feeling really okay. I know how to fix myself because you learn these things in life. So you have to take care of your health. Health is wealth always. So I thought of like what do I want to talk about, because I sometimes talk about different stuff in life, like life, reality, ethics. If some people watch it, some people don't, it's okay. But since I have an audience, so I'd like to share my thoughts. So I would like to keep the topic kind of like a narrow side. Yesterday I was talking to one of my friends in the fragrance community. He is actually a fragrance reviewer as well, and he's admin of currently one Facebook page, which is a fragrance group. So he's a big name, but I'm not gonna, say his name, but I'm gonna say what our discussion topic was. So he asked me, bro, what are the ways how to actually increase your subscriber number? I think. Because I didn't ask him if I can tell his name, so I'm not saying his name. So he asked me like how actually you can, since you have 10K subscribers, so how you can actually expand the numbers, because without motivation, without support, like and share or views, rather you don't feel the motivation to actually work, right? So it's a big topic of this, like a big discussion and big topic. But I would like to maybe suggest what I experienced, what I learned from my journey since 2016. Late 2016, like to share with you. If you want, you can watch. And it's definitely not going to be all the suggestion, it's not going to be perfect, because nobody is perfect in this world. Everybody has their flaws, and we only can share our experience, our mistakes, or how we learned. I can suggest all these things. So first of all, I think it is a good question. It's a very good topic, because many people these days, you are interested in doing fragrance reviews, and you are a collector. Many of you know nowadays the craze is there. Fragrance became a thing. It became a part of a lifestyle. I don't know about many other countries, but in my country, I can proudly say, right? See behind me, Bangladesh, salute. I think right now fragrance community is growing. We have a lot of groups. We have quite a lot of reviewers. They're reviewing either in Bengali or English. They're doing different kind of themes. Some of them are doing like unboxing, initial impressions. Some of them are doing full-on fragrance review. Some of them are doing their own ways. They're doing different things. So I think I feel very happy to see that growing. So what I can tell you right now, fragrance, like the community is good, it's big. At the same time, we could use more reviewers, because more reviewers means more point of view, more suggestions, more angles, or more imagination. How? Because fragrances are sort of like part of the art, because you some people get lemon in fragrance, some people get watermelon. You have to really imagine what you get from a fragrance, and when you have to describe it on YouTube, first thing, it's very difficult to face a camera. If you've never been a camera person, you're gonna have a difficult time. I started off very, very shaky, if you see my first few reviews, if you go the oldest ones, I never shown my face. I was very shy, I was very scared, very nervous. I was scared of making mistakes and being bullied, which I was. I'll share some things, and I'll tell you like later on how I actually like got some. It's like 10K subscriber, it's not a big number first of all, but it's sort of like a milestone. So I'll tell you how I got here. I'll share with you my experience. But when you start off, first there are a lot of challenges. First thing is this camera thing. I'm using my phone, but it's the same way I'm putting myself on the web, on YouTube, so people actually can see me in public. So people who never met me across the world, in my country, around the globe also, they never met me, they get to know me. I got to meet a lot of wonderful people, subscribers, reviewers, fragrance, great reviewers. They are like, I was thinking when I started, the day I started, I was thinking like getting a comment from my fragrance guru Mark Robe 08 would be a lifetime achievement. Like a sort of like, because I love this fragrance game so much, and he's the guy who started it. Because of him, I'm here. No, I mean in the fragrance community, not in the world. I'm here because of my parents. Sorry. But the thing is, narrowing it down. No need to go huge. It can go 50 minutes. It can go all day. So first of all, when you start a fragrance, like a channel, like a review channel, first thing you have to do is you have to really like have the passion for it. The most important thing is the passion. If you do not have passion or love for fragrance, you just want to be famous, popular, you want to be cool. Yo, what's up? And I'm gonna talk about some dope fragrances and stuff. You do that, it's good. If you have a gangster style, and it's okay. People have accents, they have good accents, unlike mine. My English is absolutely one of the not the best, but whatever your accent is, even if you have like a Mexican accent, if you have an Indian accent, no problem, it's all cool. But the most important thing is your content. If you pick up a fragrance and you say, today I'm gonna show you this fragrance, I want to review this, even though it's been reviewed 1,000 times, but I want to tell you what I feel about this. And you tell them, you go like develop a system. Okay, how you want to start intro, then how you develop in the middle, how you describe a fragrance, who is it for. So if you have sort of like a discipline and your time frame, when you start initially, your videos will be huge, 30 minutes, 25 minutes, like mine used to be. And slowly you'll understand, if you make it too long, people actually won't watch that much, the whole thing, even if the content is good, because people have time constraint, they all work. So I'm going very fast, but I'm telling you without thinking, prior. I don't have the notes here, so I'm just telling you. So when you describe a fragrance, try to narrow it down how long you can actually talk. Like I do, try to do below 15 minutes, like try to be within 10 minutes, it's suitable for me. But sometimes I cannot make it 10 minutes, because the way I describe a fragrance, I tell you my story, experience, how it's gonna work in different conditions. So if, let's say, you don't want to do it for 5 minutes, within 5 minutes, and you have the skills, unlike mine, you're very good, you're very smart, and you know exactly what to say, straight to the point, very, very in depth, but very, very like within short time frame. That's great. You'll get more views. First tip. Second tip is, as I told you, describe the fragrance however you get it. You sniff it and you tell them, like, I get this marine accord, feel like it's summer calling me, this, I want to go by the ocean. If you tell how you imagine a fragrance, I think that's a very good way of starting. So do not try to maybe like see and tell what others told, because then it'll be redundant sort of. I would suggest, but you can do it no matter, that's your choice. But I would say be original. Have your passion and be original. Describe the fragrance from your point of view, country point of view, how realistic your compliments are. It's not 50 compliments per night. That's not possible. That's BS. Okay, even if you get 50, it's okay, say it, no problem. But know one thing: when people are watching you, new or old, people know, like, you either you're being honest or not honest. If it's coming from your heart, even if you're nervous, if you make mistakes, but if you're original, people will support you. That's the first step. Second step is how to grow it, how to grow that channel. I started very nervous, making mistakes. I have a lot of flaws. My camera was not this phone. I was using some Note 2 or 3. So yeah, I had bad quality, but I still used to post in the major groups, fragrance group, which has huge numbers. I used to post on Fragrance Guru Nation, I guess. Then I used to post in Steven's Red Lessons group. There I had a lot of views, a lot of people I got to meet. They supported me right from the day one. I used to get a lot of bashing as well, because when you are new, people just like, oh yeah, newbie, new meat, ha. They will do that, but it's okay. So thing is, next suggestion is, do not give a damn about what people tell you. Always focus in your work. Do not get into negativity. People may give you 10 dislikes, 50 dislikes. Do not stop. All right. If you're not offensive, if you're not, let's say, sort of like a douche kind of a guy, like you're a likable guy, nice guy, you're original, people actually, like, in the end, they'll see you. That's the most important thing. If you're not organically, like, if your growth has to be organic, you can do it in many ways. I have seen reviewers suddenly jump from 1,000 to million. It can be done. There are ways you can, if you have money, if you know right people, you can jack up your numbers, like how the world works these days. Those artists in States, they became like diva, star overnight. How do you think that happens? Just because of talent? No. Media has a huge role in it. People are pushed, they're advertised in such a way. If you press the right button, you spend in the right areas, they'll make you a star overnight, and there's no looking back after that since then, you know. But see, the thing is, I'll just tell you one other thing. All these great artists that you see, their great albums like sold billions of copies, millions of copies, they are in the Billboard top chart. uh, Often you see when they go on live singing, they absolutely suck. You know, like how The Rock says, your song absolutely sucks. Then you know, you have used auto tune, you used programming to make your voice sounds like, you know, something heavenly, which you are not, right? So you have to be original. You have to do it right way. You have to do it honest. You have to do the hard work. This is the most important part. If you do not know, let me share some things with you. I work like a madman. I am single at this point. My love, whenever I love something, I work with it 24 hours. If I had 25 hours in a day, I would work 25 hours. When I sleep, I keep thinking, you know, what can I do? What can be a concept of fragrance review? So I basically, you know, it's talking about me because I'm sharing my experience. I basically try to push every day one video. Sometimes I did 2 to 3. So you see, within 1 hour, 1 year of span, you have 650 around there, 700 approaching videos. You have to spend quality time. This is my suggestion to you. You guys have to spend. You have to love what you do. You have to do collection. Even if you do not collect, you have to go to your friend, borrow his bottle so you can review it. You have to go to places. You have to walk miles. You have to walk under the sun. You have to go in places you never imagined you would go just to get a sample. You have to have that hard work. If you work hard, this is what I believe in. Today I was coming, I was really having a hard day. I was thinking, this struggle, is it worth it? Then I was telling myself, shut up, keep working. If you keep working so hard, even God cannot deny you. You know, I have seen it. I have sometimes been disappointed, you know, sometimes I didn't get what I wanted. But at times I saw when I worked hard, I kept working. You know, in the channel, I woke up one day, I saw Jeremy mention me in his Instagram, you know, big thing, right? Guy from Bangladesh having this setup, who has 10,000 subscribers today. How is that possible? It's possible because if you know how to work hard and right and smart, these 3 things. So you keep posting in good groups who are active, who have like significant amount of members who are active and they're posting every day, so they will see you. If your work is good, they will see you. Try to go, like, be very, keep it very like a straight to the fragrance talk. Do not do other stuff like, you know, I have issues in my life, you know, it's not working out. People don't care for it. That's what the world is today. They're very, very mean. The world is very mean. So you have to really fight against the mean world. There'll be haters. There'll be people who try to pull you back. They'll try to kick you down, and they'll just hate you absolutely, even if they don't know you, because you're doing something they can't do, right? So I learned this. You know, I learned from my mistakes. I watch everyday people. I'm just telling you my experience again, my life. So I ended up buying a lot of fragrances, 500 fragrances. And I used up a lot of it, and I found a way one day to decant fragrances, and people loved me, respected me enough. They were friends, they were well-wishers, they were fans, like so many good people, you know. So there are people on, let's say, community like Chris, who has a channel, Mr. Siaj. Sir, how are you doing? Men like them, Carlos Colom, men like you guys, you know, they are the glue of the community. Chad and Gentleman's Journey. He has been reviewing for what? Almost a decade now. He just recently got married. Congratulations, Chad, once again. You are the man. And Nila, Chad, congratulations. So thing is, even now they don't have 50,000 subscribers, which they deserve. So sometimes good work, good people do not recognize, but the work is there. The contribution is there. So there are people who are keeping the community alive and keeping it together. The love and the support people need, mental lift, they're doing it for you. So they're invisible, good friends, like angels, right? City of Angels, like Nicolas Cage, you know. Man, I love that movie. Right? So yes, thank you so much for all that contribution. All those 3 names I mentioned, awesome guys. So yes, you need good friends. You need also luck. You have to pray to God. If you don't believe, it's okay, but you have to do good deeds. If you help out poor people, when you have a fortune, you make some earning, share that wealth with them, even if a little bit, it goes a long way. So yeah, those are some things I can think of from top of my head. You can never be perfect. You can never put all the information. You can never get 100% right. But if you do it your way, original, you work really hard. How hard you're gonna work, that depends on you. I dedicate myself to working with fragrances 24/7. That's what I can proudly tell you. People can hate me, people can dislike my videos. That's all right, no problem. But I'm doing the work. I am putting the content out there. So one day, someday, some people wake up and looking for a fragrance. What fragrance I can talk about? Let's say this fragrance, Dark Obsession for Men from Calvin Klein. Are there many reviews of this fragrance? I don't think so. So I pick up fragrances like this, which are hidden gem, and this smells very close to one fragrance. I'm just telling you. Lanston de Guerlain from Guerlain. So the EDT version, they're very very close if you run dry down. So yes, I wouldn't discover if I didn't try. I try to, you know, try out fragrances a lot here and there. Also try that, go to malls, sniff out fragrances. I do not know basics of fragrance making, how the notes go. I never smelled the original ingredients and stuff, but I smelled 1,000+ fragrances, thousands, not thousands, maybe 1,000+. Okay, so I know what is a mint note in fragrance. I know what is it like. What are the basic framework in most fragrances? Mint, citrus, grapefruit. Is it for summer, winter? Is it for casual? What would be the age? What would be, what country to suit? I know this because I've been sniffing fragrances. So you have to put those hours. Put those hours together. Post in the right group and keep posting it. 3, 4, 5 groups, no problem. Keep working hard. And you're gonna grow those subscribers slowly, day by day. If your quality of work is original, if you are there, if you do not quit, success will come one day. Success will say they'll give up. It will give up. I worked someday, I didn't believe. 1,000 subscribers, I don't think I would get. I didn't think I would get a fragrance like Bleu de Chanel someday in my collection because it's so pricey. But I worked and I got them all. How it worked, it's God's miracle. You have to have faith. I have faith, not very religious in that way. Like I do not pray regularly. I am being a naughty boy. I do a lot of things that other people don't do. But yeah, I try to keep my word. Try to be honest. If you're doing a dealing with someone, sorry, it's running a little long. I'm gonna say it out anyway. If you're, let's say, you're doing a fragrance thing, you're doing splitting, or you're selling your fragrances, or you're doing deals with fragrances. Anyway, so if you're doing a fragrance review, you're already a public face. So when you actually become a public face with a matrix comment, like matrix quotation, like let's say with bigger power comes bigger responsibility, something like that. I think it was Morpheus who says that. So yeah, you can become powerful, but it depends what you do with the power. Do you show off your assets? Do you show like your muscles and say, hey, I'm the man, I am God? Or you say that I'm just still learning, I'm here because of you guys, thank you, it's all you. Okay, you have to be very also down to earth. People love that. If you're arrogant, people actually do not like that. You can think like you show off, you can have this, that, but if you do not have the work, if you do not describe your fragrance and you do everything else, someday, sure thing, you're gonna be gone with the wind, right? So yeah, do not care a lot of things I shared. So I think you can hope for the best. Also, luck is very important. If you're lucky, if you get clicked, if you work with right people and you are dedicated, you'll be noticed, right? So yeah, basically, yeah, that's how I think you can work. And you have to really work, guys. I mean, time you wake up, wash your face, have some breakfast, tea, and you have to start working. There's no end to work. You have to do your research. What can you buy next? What can you sniff next? What can you review next? You sometimes you meet up with some of your guy friends, ask their opinion, ask other people. That's how, bit by bit, every step is important. Take care, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching, and I love you all. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye bye.